let's learn how to create or join a new league on Hit Fantasy. So we open up to the user dashboard, which is where you'll be once you log in for the first time. We have two options to create a new league. So we can either click the blue button in the top right, or this highlighted button in the leagues section of the dashboard. We also have this mock draft section, which we'll talk about a little bit later, but it's basically just a way to practice your draft. So let's actually just create a league and show you how to do that. So rather than joining a league, we'll do that later. Let's create a league for ourselves. So we'll give it a name first. So we'll just do test league here. So we can also change the number of teams that are in your league based on the number of friends that you want to have in your league. So including myself, we have 4 people. So let me reduce that using this slider to reduce the number of teams to 4. And then we can adjust the number of spots for each type of player in the roster. So you can adjust the number of batsmen, bowlers, wicket keepers, all-rounders, flex, which can be any of these positions that we previously mentioned, and benched players, which are players that are not in your lineup but are still in your roster. So we have the option to use the slider to adjust all of these settings accordingly. And you also have the option to adjust your draft timer, which is basically the amount of time each person gets to pick. So we are allowed to adjust that, and once you create the league, you're allowed to adjust that setting and all of these settings if you are the one who created the league. So we also have the option to make the league public, meaning the league opens up to anybody in the world. And now let's create our league. So here, once you create your league, you're given an invite code that you can share with your friends via message or any other means of communication. So give me one moment, my friends and I will join this league. Alright, so now the league is filled, and as you can see, the screen has changed a little bit. We now have the option to set the draft time, and we'll actually schedule it in the drafting video. But let me quickly show you how we can change our settings. So as I previously stated, you can only view this if you are the league owner, the person who created it. So you saw me create it. I am the league owner, so I have access to all these settings. If you're just a different member of the league who didn't create it, you have the option to change your team name and your team logo. We give you the option to upload a new picture here. So you could just update your team name. Roster settings are here as well. So once we update this, say we want to update the number of bowlers on the team, for example. So we can do that and submit it. And the settings have been changed successfully. So that's great. And yes, this is how we create a league for our league mates. Now let me show you how to join a league with a code. So we click that same button again. We can now join a league. My friend sent me the code 711727. So it's based on what you receive, you can enter it here. And we click join league, and boom, now I'm in a league with my friend. So if your league commissioner sends you the code, you can just enter it here, and it's as simple as that. You can join a league with your friend. Alright, let me show you how to join a public league now. So you click that same blue button, and as you can see here, we have the option to join a public league with X number of teams. You can join a league with as little as 2 members or up to 14 members. So since I like a nice competitive league, let me join a public league with 14 teams. So we click join, and the code is automatically entered, and you join the league. So this is a public league, and as you can see, we have the slots that are not filled completely. Once the slots are filled completely, whoever created this public league can schedule the draft. And let me show you quickly how the league settings looks from our end. So as I previously stated, the settings, we only have access to the team settings. So you can only update your team's name and the profile picture rather than the roster settings, draft settings, and league settings. Now you know how to join or create a league on Hit Fantasy. Happy drafting, guys.